Oh, well, hey there. It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, let's go ahead and get into the latest episode of Love Island. Let's talk about it. Listen, y'all, it's so much that happened. They gave us like a good 2 hours. They gave us what it was that we needed. I enjoyed all of it, okay? Y'all bear with me. This review is probably going to be long, but I hope that you guys enjoy it all the same, okay? Let's go ahead and let me start off by saying that Florita played Corey so that her ass can stay in their house, okay? And I had told y'all on my last review that when it came down to Miss Florita and her going around saying what Jeremy said about only just being friends with Amy, okay, I felt like she was playing that so that she could kind of bring a wedge in between Amy and Jeremy so that she can get to Jeremy. Okay, so I already told y'all that if you have not seen that review, go ahead and bounce back, honey, and go to that review. Okay, so let's get into Isaiah and Cash, honey. Y'all know he chose her at the last recoupling. He over there tonguing her down, kissing her up. All right, now we see that Amy is upset. She mad at Cash for her kissing her man in front of her. Girl, just because you man. If he was your man, then he wasn't last night, girl. He didn't even choose you. So how you gonna be sit up there and be mad at me because I'm kissing somebody that actually leaned in to kiss me and I'm kissing them back? Okay, and let's be honest, how I saw it, Amy, girl, you wasn't even crying about the fact that he didn't choose you. You was over there crying, from my understanding, because Roxy was crying because Roxy was getting ready to be eliminated. So that didn't make any sense to me. So I felt the way about Amy or whatever right now. So let me go ahead and read the rest of my notes. So I have Amy is hurt and feeling unwanted, okay? She is over Jeremy, okay? Olivia is talking to her and says that she doesn't think she meant to do that. So, okay. So Amy is upset because Jeremy chose her. She didn't want to be with Jeremy, but of course Jeremy chose her. So that basically left her in a position to where Isaiah had no choice but to choose somebody else because Jeremy ended up choosing her, right? So not only that, she's feeling unwanted. She's feeling like the people she's interested in ain't really interested in her. And she's over there talking to Olivia, complaining about how Cash was kissing her man in her face. Olivia's like, I don't think Cash would do that on purpose. I don't think that would be her. And I'm like, no, she wasn't trying to do that on purpose, girl. She was glad that she made it to the end and was able to make it stay in the house. That's what's on her mind. Ain't nobody thinking about that shit that you got going on over there, girl. So that didn't make any sense to me, okay? Amy is pressed and she's feeling as though Jeremy is fake, okay? She's still upset about him telling Florita that they just friends. But here's the gag for me. Amy, you didn't even want Jeremy for real, for real. Didn't you go to Jeremy and tell him that you're looking for a little more than what he's giving you? Didn't you also tell Jeremy that you was interested in Isaiah? So why are you sitting up here so pressed about what it is that he told somebody else? When it seemed like you were open to exploring other options, you acting like Jeremy was your end all be all. I don't know what's going on with Miss Amy, but I ain't like it like that. I ain't like it like that at all, okay? Isaiah and Cash, okay? They kissing and saying that he said that he's pretty much here. He's so here for Cash and that he wants to just focus on her. Okay, now that some of the other distractions are out the way, he wants to focus on her. One thing about Isaiah, he gonna flip flop with a flippity flop flop flop. Okay, that is what Isaiah is going to do. So it's a bit shaky. Okay, and one thing that we learn about Isaiah is the standards that he has for other people, they don't apply for him. Okay, so if he tells you what you can and can't do, he still can go out and do whatever it is he wants to do. Okay, but you can't do that. That's what we learned about Isaiah. But let's go ahead and skip on down. Okay, let's get to Jeremy and Olivia. All right, now she confronts Jeremy because she wants to know about what was said. Jeremy says that he never said that. Jeremy didn't. In my opinion, from what I saw, Jeremy did not tell her, oh, we just friends, as if Amy meant nothing to him. He said she's like my best friend. And I gave him a pass on that because a lot of people are in the house and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for their best friend. So I wasn't really tripping off that too much of what Jeremy said. Okay, he didn't say that as if he wasn't interested in Amy at all. But he said enough to give to Florita for her to go and spin that story and say that to Amy to try and, like I said, drive a wedge in between so that it'll be no issue when she come through and scoop him up. Okay, Jeremy says that he tells everyone the same thing. Sir, that's a lie. Okay, I'm gonna need you to moonwalk into the back because you're lying. Okay, you're lying. You do not tell everybody the same thing. And you too, sir, are over there in the flip-flopper department. That's where you are. Okay, flip-flopping. Okay, you tell the guys one thing, you tell the ladies another thing. So yeah, you full of SHI. However, I'm gonna give you that little piece that you did not say that y'all were just friends. Okay, so that's that on that. Let's go ahead and scoot on over to Florita and Corey. Let me say, y'all, feel bad for Corey. Y'all know I ain't really been too crazy about Corey, but seeing how Jeremy and Florita, or whatever the hell her name is, okay, Tortilla, whatever her name is this week, seeing how she's up here doing him, I don't like that. Okay, now she is so happy that she got to stay, because once again, I feel like she played Corey so she could stay at this house. Corey says that he wouldn't let any woman get close to him until he saw her, and that's when he felt like a different type of spark. So once he saw her, he was willing to open up, because he wasn't doing that before. I said, okay, cool, makes sense now, because when Trina picked you and saved your ass to be in this house, you couldn't even sit down and look Trina in her eyes when you were having a conversation. So I felt like he was definitely closed off. So I thought it was just me, and I'm glad that he confirmed that. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to Trina and Cinco, honey. They so happy to speak together, child. I am just, every time they come on, I get the scrunch face, y'all. I need to get me a new emoji. I do, because I need a scrunch face one, because every time they come up, like, I literally, this is me. Like, why are they on the screen, girl? Go ahead and send them out. Let them go and date outside the house and just get out the villa, girl. That's how I feel about them. All right, he talking about something. It's been a long time coming. Hearing him say that makes me feel like you was up there playing Miss Cash the whole time. Okay, he didn't really want to be in that bed with her for real, for real. Like, hearing him say that, it's been a long time coming. NIGGA, y'all been coupled up for about 2 or 3 days. What do you mean it's been a long time coming? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, anywho, clown it. Get in the bed and cover your face. I ain't got time. So then we have Jeremy and Amy. He tells her about the conversation that he had with Florita. Okay, I'm gonna start calling this girl Florida. Damn all that, girl, Florida. Okay, so he telling her about the conversation he had with Florida. All right, Florida says that, he says that he assures her that he never said anything like that, saying as though they are just friends. You know, he said he didn't say that. He brings up her talking to Isaiah, which I feel like he was right. It was pretty much like, hell, you came to me and told me you were interested in Isaiah, and basically you didn't want me to stand in your way so that you can get to know him. So I figured it'd be the same situation for me to go out there and get to know Miss Florida. Okay, so I agree with Jeremy on that. We may feel like Jeremy is wet. We may feel like Jeremy is a flip-flopper. We may feel like Jeremy is a liar. He's two-faced and all this and that. I still feel like Jeremy had a point, though. So why is she getting so mad? See, because Miss Amy be over here flip-flopping too. Okay, she don't really want Jeremy, but she wants Jeremy. Like, I don't understand. Like, she out here looking for somebody else. I feel like she's doing what I thought Shannon would do with Josh. Like, you're doing enough to keep him there just in case you don't have somebody else that's interested in you, so you can remain on the show. That's what it's giving me. Y'all let me know. I could be wrong. I'm just telling you my thoughts as I see it. All right. What else? Yep, I already said that. So Amy and Isaiah, she tells him how she was upset about them kissing in her face. Girl, nobody think about you when we kissing, girl. We just happy to be together. What the fuck? This ain't even about you. Your person chose you, girl. Wasn't you all in with Jeremy at one point, girl? Like, how you gonna be sitting up here pressed about what we doing over here? And I'm over here still focused on the fact that she was over there tearing up over Roxy. Okay, so did you not want to see your best friend, your best friend, Miss Cash, win the man? And you was the main one that ran back to Cash, telling her on the last episode, Cash, Isaiah told me so much about you. He spoke so highly of you, X, Y, and Z, ABC. So you already knew it was a possibility that he would choose her. So how you going to be mad when he choose her? Girl, I don't understand. I guess when you came in the house, you were so used to dudes lusting and falling all over you. Oh my God, Amy. And it didn't go the way that you was thinking. And see, that right there makes me feel like you was underestimating my girl Cash, honey. Okay, don't underestimate her. Like, I don't know, that's a bit shaky, girl. Okay. If you did cry because he chose Cash, then that makes me feel like you are a hater. Okay, that's that on that. All right. He also says that he told CASHAPP that he was still interested in Amy and wanted to get to know her more. From what we saw, that's a lie. You did not tell us that. Okay, you did not tell Miss Cash that you did it. Now later on in the episode, after you had this dialogue with Amy, you may have went and told Cash then, but prior to that, that's not what you was telling my girl. So why you sitting up here lying? Okay, yeah, all right. See, we can't even just keep one good eye on Isaiah. We're gonna have to keep both of them on him, honey. We're gonna have to watch you. We do appreciate you for saving the girl. We do appreciate you for that, but we still got our eyes on you because the verdict is still out. Get it together. Okay, where else are we at? Amy says that she doesn't want to be a part of a throuple pretty much because it's not going to fly with CASHAPP. I said, wait, calm down. Wait, it's not gonna fly with CASHAPP. How about it shouldn't fly with you? What do you mean? Someone said it's not gonna fly with CASHAPP. No, you should have said it's not gonna fly with me. I don't want to put myself in a position to be in a throuple. Okay, what do you mean it's not gonna fly with CASHAPP? Girl, you sound silly. I don't understand what that was about. Okay. Anyway, so the guys questioned Isaiah's decision to choose Cash over Amy, and Isaiah says that he wants to focus on Cash. Like, that's just the end of the story. Like, I want to focus on Cash. I'm not trying to focus on Amy. But then you were sitting up there telling Amy that you told Cash that you was open to get to know her. You see what I'm saying, people? You see how the confusion comes in? He's lying to Amy, telling Amy that he had a talk with Cash about him wanting to get to know her more, knowing that's not what he said. And then you turn around and dudes question like, yo, I thought Amy was really into you. I thought you were really into her. Why did you make the decision to choose Cash over her? Well, I just want to focus on her right now and not Amy. And like, it just didn't make any sense. The only reason why you're not focusing on Amy is because Amy said she ain't trying to be in no throuple. But then Amy ended up doing some whole shit later on in the competition that made us side-eye her even more. Okay, so Cash, I'm going to tell you this right now, girl. These girls is not your friends. Okay, at least why you not in, why you in this villa. Maybe they'll be cooler when you get out, but why you in this villa? These hoes ain't your friends. It's every person for themselves. I need you to understand that. Understand it very quickly. Okay, somebody SOS this message over there to Miss Cash, girl. These hoes ain't your friend, girl. Get it together. Now let's go ahead and move on to Florida. Florida says that she wanted to talk with Jeremy to find out what he meant because they were all in like the dressing room. And I believe the conversation came up again. And Florida said that, you know, I want to have a conversation with Jeremy to find out what he meant. And I said, back up, ma'am, back up. What do you mean? You want to have a conversation? BIT, the reason we in this mess is because you had a conversation with him the first time. So I feel like if a conversation is going to be had, the conversation need to be had in front of Amy. If it's that serious to Amy, how about all three of y'all sit down and have this conversation so she could decipher who is the person up here lying? Because something not making sense to me. Yeah, you want to get Jeremy alone because you trying to really get with Jeremy. Okay, so y'all need to be down. Girl, I can't. Anyway, let me go ahead and get down to Amy and Jeremy. So he says that he wants to move forward as friends, it seems like. So that's where they are. They're decided to move forward as friends, and they're not really interested in each other. You know, they're coupled up, but they're going to, you know, be respectful to each other and allow each other to go out and venture out and get to know more people. And now that Jeremy does not have Miss Amy as an option to choose from him, he's starting to lay it on thick with Florida. Okay, he's over there laying it thick with her, but then also when these dudes come in the house, he know he got to lay it thick on her. Okay, because the options are getting limited. The ladies are the ones making the decision. So if you ask me, I just really feel like Jeremy is fighting to keep his spot in the house, to be honest. And this is the most that I've seen Jeremy be so aggressive. And I think that's completely effed up, that he has always had options in this house. Corey hasn't necessarily always had options in this house, whether Corey allowed himself to have options or not. Okay, Corey hasn't always had options. So now that Corey gets one option for himself, you decide to come and snatch it up and take it. I think that's flawed as hell, and I don't like that. I feel like the same way I felt about Trina moving in on Cinco when he was coupled up with Cash. I feel the same way about Jeremy moving in on Corey while Corey is coupled up with Florida. Okay, so I felt the way about that. I don't like it, and I also don't trust Florita either, girl. I do not trust you, Miss Florida girl. But okay. Amy and Cash, they have a sit down. Okay, she says she was crying. She says, I wasn't crying because I wasn't happy for you. That's not what it was. Okay, it was just that you had kissed Isaiah, you know, in my face, and that's why I was really hurt. You know, I just had a lot of things going on top of the fact that Jeremy sat up there and told Florida that, you know, we're not even like that. Like we're just friends. So I was just really in my feelings about that. So it was a lot of things. Okay, and Cash is like, she kissed Isaiah because she wanted to do something different. She's like, well, girl, listen, okay, first of all, it wasn't always about you. Okay, that's the first thing I need you to understand. Okay, scoot back off me just a little bit, because I need to make sure you hear me, girl. It's not always about you, girl. Okay, understand this. When Cinco chose me at the last coupling, girl, I did not kiss him. Okay, I felt like I did a lot of things wrong when I got ready to link up with this man. So when it comes to Isaiah, I'm trying to take a different approach. So if somebody walks up on me and they kissing me, okay, and they coupled up with me, you think I'm not going to kiss them back? Because if the roles was reversed, girl, you would do the same thing. Had he chose you, you wouldn't have gave a damn about me. You would have been lip locking all up and down. So don't be trying to come over here and try and flex on me in front of me about how I was carrying on, girl. What nobody even thinking about you? Okay, you should have been happy that you survived another day in the house. You over here worried about who I put my lips on, girl. Miss Amy, girl, we best friends, but girl, it can end very quickly. Okay then, girl. All right. So, you know, That's what that is. Cash says that she does know that Isaiah is attracted to her, but she's not going to be able to do another throuple. Of course, understood. Amy says, I respect you. This is what Amy said. Amy said, I'm going to remove myself from this situation and be happy for you and let you do your thing. This is what Amy said. I said, I respect Amy for doing it. But then Amy pulled some whole shit towards the end, and I ain't like it. I ain't like that at all. Had me side-eyeing the hell out of Miss Amy. I was like, girl, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Out of all these people in the house to choose from, girl, you could have went back to the person that called you a friend. He said you just a friend. Girl, go back to that one. Okay, so I didn't really like that. Girl, you could have chose a girl. You could have did anything. But when it came down to Jeremy in Florida, he pulls her for a talk. Jeremy says that he has a different connection with her, and it's more than a friendship, because everybody else that he's connected with, he felt like it was a friendship. But now he feels like it's more of a connection. And I'm kind of like, I feel like you was like that with Amy in the beginning. I do. I feel like you were like that with Amy in the beginning. I think that you get real comfortable and you just automatically look at it like a friendship because you're so comfortable in the position that you're in. That's what I think it is for Jeremy. Now, I mean, and then another thing, I think Jeremy likes the chase. I think he didn't like Trina because Trina didn't give him the chase. Trina was on his ass the same way she was on Cinco's ass, okay? So when it came to Amy in the beginning, he was all into Amy because Amy was competing. You know what I'm saying? Like she had these other dudes and stuff. But you know, he said he's gonna be all up on Miss Florida, so we'll see, honey. All right. What else? She says that she wants to find a stronger connection, I guess, in Jeremy. Jeremy says he doesn't want to step on his good friend toes as far as Corey, but he really likes her, so he's gonna continue to pursue her. And I just feel like, Jeremy, baby, you out of line. You out of line. And what I honestly hope, I hope that Florita is playing Jeremy. I really do, because why would you sit up there and tell what this man said, and then this man comes back and said that he didn't say what you're saying he said, which means that you're believing he's calling you a liar, which is why you want to have a sit-down conversation. So if you're so adamant about what he told you and he's over here denying what you said, therefore making you a liar, why would you continue to want to go after him to even create some type of connection? That don't even make no damn sense. That's why I don't trust Jeremy and I don't trust her ass, okay? But I do kind of hope that she's going to end up playing Jeremy and leaving his ass out to dry and understanding how nice of a guy Corey is and just rock out with Corey. What else did I have? Corey over there talking to Shannon, getting advice from Shannon. And I'm like, Shannon was the BIT that set Jeremy up to go talk to your girl. Stop talking to her. But again, he doesn't know that. Okay. As we're watching the show, he doesn't really know that Shannon is on some fake shit. And anybody that's hopping in the comments talking about something, Shannon's not like that. No, that's not why y'all be. Shannon fake as hell. Deep down inside, Shannon does not like CASHAPP. Shannon does not like a lot of the couples being coupled up outside of Cinco and Trina. And I really feel like she enjoyed the link up between Trina and Cinco because it was betraying another cast member. Okay, so Shannon not genuinely happy for nobody up here. For real. So don't let that girl fool you. And she up there giving him some advice. Now, one thing she did get, one bit of advice that she did say that I'll take was when she told him, give her some space and then allow her to see like, oh, maybe Corey is my guy. Yeah, fall back. Don't be all up on her, because if anything, that's going to push her more into the arms of Jeremy. So you got to give her space and respect her opportunity to make the decision that she wants to make, you know. And it sucks, but yeah, I ain't like that. So I put Jeremy in the same box I put Trina. The ain't shit box. Gone over there. Okay, what else do I have? Yeah, I already said that. Kira and Will. Okay, they already talking about their future outside of the villa, honey. I'm tired of them, but I do believe that they are going to be a couple that's probably going to last at least to the end. They're giving me Connor and Mackenzie vibes. I'm waiting for them to bring someone else in that is going to snatch the attention of Will, because I promise you, Kira is not going to take her eyes off of Will. She's sold on him. It don't matter who come in. They may look attractive, but she's sold on Will. I'm waiting for them to bring somebody in that Will is going to be attracted to. Okay. And side note, I love when Will and Amy started talking in Spanish. I love it. And I loved how Will was talking to Amy in Spanish while Jeremy was in the room, schooling her on Jeremy's ass, and then saying that he believes that Corey is going to end up getting hurt in the end. So I appreciated all of that. Okay. Corey and Jeremy. Jeremy has to sit down with Corey to let him know, listen, I'm gonna be pursuing your girl Florida. So you're gonna have to deal with it, honey. You're gonna have to get with it. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, it is what it is, okay? Jeremy says that he's going to be open and upfront, and that's what he said. So it is what it is. That's basically what he did. He told Corey, listen, I'm gonna be pursuing your girl. Like it or not, we're gonna have to deal with it. Trina shows us what that mouth do when she had to put the marshmallows in her mouth when they played a game called like Saved by the Bell or something, right? So they played that game. She couldn't wait to show people what their mouth do with the marshmallows. So it is what it is. And when they chose her to choose somebody, I knew she was going to pick Shannon because she doesn't really see Shannon for real as a threat. And she damn sure wasn't gonna pick CASHAPP, but whatever, girl. What else did we see? So another part of the competition, she had to Amy pulled a card, and basically the card said you have to kiss someone in the house that you're not coupled up with, and you have to kiss them as though you wish you were coupled up with them. And she's like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. No, yeah, I ain't. Do it for the buy, ain't gonna do it. Do it for the buy, ain't gonna do it. That she up there doing all that extra shit. CASHAPP up here hyping her up like, girl, do what you wanna do, honey. You're not bothering me, honey, whether it's a bald head or not, girl. You can't compete with this melanin. You can't compete with this hair, honey. You can't compete with this body. So you can do whatever you want to do, girl. Come out here and kiss who you want. And did she? She came out there and kissed the fuck out of Isaiah. That's exactly what she did. She came out there and kissed the hell out of that man. And I did not like that because I felt like you could have chosen anybody. Okay. And I feel like she knew she was gonna do it. Do it with him. That's why she said, I'm not gonna do that. And looking over to CASHAPP, like I'm not gonna do that. Can I? Like that's the energy that it was giving me. And she went right over there and she toned that man down. And I ain't like that. So anyway, later on that night, honey, what did we get? We get some new boys. Yes, we do. And they are fine. So we get Wes. Wes is a financial analyst. I think he said he's from Colorado or something like that. He's like 24 years old or something like that. He went to Harvard. I'm like, go, okay, because the boys didn't know how to take him when he was sitting down, and they was like, oh, y'all played sports. I believe Slade, who is from Rome, Georgia, I can't remember. Oh, he's some type of business owner or something like that. He's pretty young too. I can't remember his age, but I think he was a professional baseball player or may have played baseball, and Slade played football. And then he asked, I'm sorry, Slade played baseball. West played football. West asked Cinco, did you play football? Cinco said, yeah, I played at X, Y, and Z. He said, where did you play at? West said, I played at Harvard. When he said that, all I could do was scream because everybody was pretty much quiet. They was like, oh, damn, I ain't expect him to say that. Yeah, you ain't expect him to say that. So when he say he's smart, he not just playing. Okay. So anyway, what we learned is that Slade is interested in Olivia right off the bat. He came into the house so that he could see her. Wes is interested in Amy, but Wes is also interested in CASHAPP. I said, what's up with my girl CASHAPP and Miss Amy? Like, what is up? Okay, everybody wants them too. They the girls, okay? They them girls in the house. They the popular girls. They them girls everybody want. What's going on? Okay, but it further brings conflict in between the friendships, okay? What else happens? Yeah, so when the guys come in looking as good as they want to look, Giovanni's sweating bullets. Corey sweating bullets. Okay, Giovanni breaking everything down like, oh, I already know who they finna pick because your girl gonna be good. Your girl, you gonna be safe. You gonna be safe. You gonna be safe. I already know who they gunning for because Slade, I already know that's Olivia's type. I said exactly, and I told y'all from the very beginning. If you watched my very first video on this, when they did the choosing, she did not want Giovanni. She did not step forward for Giovanni because she wanted a white man. Okay, she just did not want to say that on TV. So now her white man has come in. He's giving her everything that she looks for in a man. He's just a little taller, and guess what? She'll take it. And I ain't too mad at him coming in snatching up Olivia. I do hope Giovanni is able to stay in the house, but I don't want to see Giovanni with Olivia because they're not a match. She's not interested, and all that kissing is fake as hell, to be honest. She's just doing what she got to do to remain in the house, okay? And I know she was waiting on the perfect guy for her to come on in the house, and he did, okay? So Wes is talking to Isaiah. They both talk about how they're Wes is more, oh yeah, Wes go over to talk to Isaiah, okay? That's when Isaiah learned that they're pretty much interested in the same women. West tells him that he's really interested in Cachet. So then Isaiah's like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. If you're interested in her, then, you know, you can just let me know. You guys can just really get to know each other and do that. I'm like, why are you trying to act like you're going to be just okay with this dude getting to know your girl? Okay, don't be acting like you're not cool with that. Don't be acting. He's acting. You gotta act like that, like you're open to letting her communicate with others, but you're really not, for real, for real. So he tells him that, you know, but I really like Amy. You know, I really want to see what Amy's about as well. And Isaiah thought it was interesting that they like the same person. So later on, we can see that Amy and Slade ended up getting to go on a date because America voted for them to go on a date. They get to know each other. It was cute. Wes and Cachet, they get to know each other. It was hella cute. Wes and Amy get to know each other because he got to go on another date with Amy. And then we get to see Slade get to go on a date with Olivia. I'll be honest, I felt the chemistry more with Cachet and Wes, and the chemistry more with Olivia and Slade. You know, that's just what I look, they connected more to me. All right. So that's where we at with that. Jeremy is still on Florida's head, and Corey is pressed about it, honey. What else did we see? Isaiah and Cash have a conversation. He says that if she pursues West, then he's basically gonna be falling back on her. And she's like, wait a minute, you're gonna fall back on me? He was like, no, that's not what I'm saying. She was like, no, that's what you just said. He was like, well, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I want to be able to give you room to do what it is that you're gonna do. Basically repeating himself by saying he's going to fall back. And I love that she flipped it and gave him a reverse scenario. She said, let's say it was two girls, which it was, because you was just in this situation yourself, sir. So if it was two girls and you had to make a decision and you had to choose, I just feel like you would do the same exact thing. And I said, I'm glad she clocked him, because she's right. He would do the same thing and would expect Cash to still pursue him and still be there instead of just falling back on him. Okay, so miss me with all of that. All right. That's that. And it's a tough decision for Miss Cachet because she wants to get to know Wes, but then she also likes Isaiah, so now she's conflicted. And I mean, both of them cute, but Isaiah is questionable. But I would love to see her and Wes connect, but I do feel like Wes may lean more towards Amy, and then Cachet is probably going to end up choosing Isaiah, and they just gonna have to figure it out from there. That's what I think is gonna happen, because a recoupling is gonna happen at some point. Corey and Florida, they have a conversation. She tells him that she kissed Jeremy. He's really not too happy about that, but he tells her he wants her to be open and, you know, explore the entire process. He wants her to make the best decision for herself or whatever. I'm not a fan of Miss Florida. I just don't like how she handled the whole situation with Jeremy and saying that he said something when, in my opinion, he didn't, and she blew that whole thing out of proportion just so that she could get closer to him. And I also don't like how she's playing Corey just so she can stay in the house. Those are my thoughts, but I want to hear you guys' thoughts down below. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.